Let's look at installation. If you downloaded Rewired from the Unity Assets Store, the installer should start automatically. Otherwise, go to the Assets menu, click Import Package, Custom Package, and choose the Rewired Unity package. Then click Import. The installer should start automatically, but if it doesn't, you can always start it manually through the Window menu under Rewired, Setup, Run Installer. So let's go ahead and begin. The first thing the installer needs to do is to replace the default Unity Input Manager file. This file contains the default settings for Unity's Input Manager, as well as any settings you've changed in the Unity Input Manager. The existing file will be backed up to the location shown here. This step is necessary for Rewired to support platforms that fall back to Unity Input, such as Web Player. So let's go ahead and replace the file. The next step is to decide whether or not you want to install Windows Store support. This option is only available if you're running the installer from the Unity editor in Windows. This will add a couple of plugins to your project necessary for Windows Store support. If you're not going to publish your game on the Windows Store, you can skip this step. If you'd like to install local documentation into your project, you can do so from here. But generally, I recommend you just use the web documentation because it's always going to be current. You can access the web-based documentation from the Window menu under Rewired, Help, Documentation. Let's go ahead and skip this. So the Rewired installation is now complete. To begin using Rewired, create an Input Manager in the scene from the menu Window, Rewired, Create Input Manager. Then select the Input Manager in the hierarchy, click Launch Rewired Editor. On the Windows platform, you must also have the DirectX runtime installed. You can find this by going to the Window menu under Rewired, Help, Documentation, then clicking on Installation. Go to the bottom and you'll find a link to the DirectX end user runtimes. This is necessary for Direct Input and XInput support.